Now, I'm joined in the studio by Alex Harrison. She's in to tell us all about Newick Food Fair. Alex, good morning. You wear many hats, don't you?
I do, John. I do. Thank you. Yeah, I do.
Because you were in not long ago, weren't you?
I was, yes. Talking about the Bump and Baby Show and being a celebrant.
Yeah, I know. But now it's Newick Food Fair. It's this weekend.
It is this weekend, yes.
Tell us a bit about it. How did it start with? Because it's quite big, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's big.
No, but you've got a lot of stalls in that.
We have a lot of very carefully selected stalls. It's about 23 or 4 stalls now. It started, this is our 3rd year, and it started basically a bunch of food lovers, local. We live in an area of fantastic quality producers. Got together and kind of thought it'd be great to have a food fair, and the first one went down and was a real success. It was a lovely day. So the next one happened, and
it's just carrying on.
I think it's carrying on and it's growing, and each year we try and do something different alongside it. And in Newick, every other year we do a festival, so this is our festival weekend as well. So there's lots going on over the weekend.
So it's the whole village. It's not just the food fair then. That's the thing.
It's not just the village. I mean, it's the whole village. All the pubs are doing something. So the Royal Oak is launching its brand new kitchen this weekend. The Bull is doing cream teas in the afternoon, sort of special cream teas. The Crown has a beer and cider festival. I think it's even starting tonight, but it's certainly on tomorrow.
It's a good excuse to go out tonight.
It's a very good excuse to go out tonight. Beautiful weather. The Pantry, our very own cafe in Newick, also taking part. They're doing the teas and coffees and fabulous cakes.
Yeah.
So the whole village gets involved in terms of the sort of local shops, and then of course we have all our brilliant local growers and producers.
Where do you find them from? How do you decide who's going to come?
When we set out, we wanted to be sure that we selected people that didn't cross over, so they weren't competing. So we were quite selective in who we chose, and we stick to that as much as we possibly can. You can't always, there are elements of crossover. You can never guarantee.
Oh no, it'll be impossible, wouldn't it?
It would, but we do our best, and we work very hard with all of them to make sure that they work. That they're aware of that. In terms of where I get them from, research, word of ear, Facebook. I keep my eyes open. I go to food fairs. There's sort of, there are lots of places around where you hear about them. But we've now we've settled into quite a nice kind of core regular people who are local. We've got quite a few new ones this year, though. We've got a brand new gin distiller from North Chailey called Generation 11.
It is the in thing now, gin, isn't it? Everybody's making gin.
Yeah, it's very, very, very popular. It's one of the growing, and it's going up. If you look at the trend of gin producers, they're of artisan gin. Let's specify. They're very bespoke, and I've had the fortune to go to the distillery and
have a bit of tasting.
Interview Claire, and when she was playing around with different flavours, including gorse from North Common on.
Oh right.
Yeah, she's been experimenting with different stuff.
Used to be known as Mother's Ruin.
It did, yes, but maybe we won't go down that one. It did. So yeah, then we've got lots of other sort of local producers. We've got a chocolatier, Rowdy and Fancy, that make their beautiful artisan chocolate in North Chailey. And it's really it is exquisite. And they're going to be having a chocolate fountain because they were worried about the heat. They thought we can't compete with the heat, so what we'll do, we'll have a chocolate fountain. So they're going to have fresh fruit in hot chocolate.
Lovely.
We've got the Community Oven doing artisan pizzas, and they're a company you should talk to one day. They're a wonderful company. They do a lot of community work, and they have a pizza van that goes round.
Oh right, what goes around the villages and stuff like.
And he does a lot of community work as well. Alongside that, we've got Sussex Biltong from Piltdown, and they do really quite awesome biltong. I don't know if you've ever had biltong.
I have, yeah. I found it a bit chewy.
It depends. He's got all different types.
Yeah.
And different sort of wetnesses and things. And it's I'm fairly new to it, but a bit of a convert.
See, how do people decide? I think what I'll do, I'll set up a biltong company, or I'll set up a chocolate company, and do it effectively in the middle of nowhere. You'd think people would want to do it in the middle of London, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. But
they make a success of it.
They do. The biltong's going really well. In fact, yeah, he's kind of he did have the butchery, and he's now sharing that with another company because the biltong's growing so well that they've dovetailed together with Nose to Tell. So it's another little business working together, which is all about what it's about in the country. You've got to kind of make things work together. Surviving in this day and age and against the big supermarkets is really hard, so it's really important we support our local farmers and people trying to produce good quality ingredients.
Take a break, a bit of music, back with you in just a moment. My guest this morning is Alex Harrison, Newick Food Fair. Patsy Cline, and that's called Quasi. My guest this morning is Alex Harrison, Newick Food Fair, which is taking place this weekend. Alex, when you do something like this, you rely entirely on volunteers, don't you?
We do. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Start that again. You rely entirely on volunteers.
We do. Yeah. A lot of fabulous help from the community to make these things happen. I have no idea how many hours we put in to make them happen. The committee meetings, the setup, the equipment that you need to get, everything that has to happen is done on voluntary basis. But it's community, and it's what you do. Well, that's what I think you do anyway.
Any money you make presumably is used for the next one, or?
Obviously there are running costs. We try and minimise those. But any money that we do make, we are now going to be ring fencing and feeding back into the community for small community projects.
Oh, that's good.
So it won't, none of us benefit from it. It all goes back directly into the community.
Now, as well as coming along and looking at all these stalls, what is it, 24 stalls you've got here, which are amazing. Everything from, as you say, from alcohol, vegetables, meat, everything is there.
Cider, beer, cheese, olive oil, which isn't local, but it is from a local grower. I'm just looking down the list as well myself. Champagne, local English champagne.
Fresh fish.
Well, champagne. Yes.
You buy it when you're going home, not... It's going to be hot on Saturday.
It is, but he's going to be doing kebabs and he's going to be doing crab.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I can't think what they're called. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I can't
know
remember what
you
they're
mean.
called.
Yeah,
but he's going to be doing. He's going to do pint prawns. Is that how you call it?
Yeah. Pint pot prawns.
Yeah,
yes.
pint pot prawns. So those will be there. There's hot food. There's burgers. There's again from another Newick company doing the.
Is there music and things like that? Is there any entertainment apart from just going around the stalls?
There is. We have got Harris's old time family fair coming back. They started in the 1900s. One of the first family fairs. So the really old traditional, beautiful carousels and teacups and all of those things. And they're starting on Friday from 6:00. And they'll be going all day Saturday, and then they will be having a small carousel up on the festival day on the Sunday up on King George's playing field, where we've got a big family festival games event going on.
Oh, so it's not just a food fair.
No, it's all weekend. So we've got Harris is starting on Friday night. We've got the food fair all day Saturday, the beer festival with the Tar Babies playing.
Oh, there's a band?
There's a band. Saturday evening we've got the Tar Babies at the Crown. And then Sunday we have a festival of games happening. We've got Crazy Golf and there's so many things going on I couldn't begin to list them. It's an open day, bring a picnic, buy all your food at the food fair the day before, of course. Bring it up, have a picnic. There's masses going on.
It does sound as if Newick is the place to go this weekend.
I think it might be.
Right, let's tell people exactly where everything is. Where is the food fair to start with?
Right in the centre of Newick. It's in the village green.
On the green?
On the green, so you can't miss it. There's free parking in a field to the side of the green. It's all signposted up very clearly.
That's why you've been holding up the traffic
That's
this morning.
why we've been holding up the traffic. Apologies, everybody.
It's clear now through Newick. I've just checked. It's all right.
So it's free parking. So the fair starts from 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock.
This is on Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon. Then you've got cream teas at the Bull from 3 o'clock, and Saturday at the Crown. You've got the Beer Festival and the Tar Babies in the evening. And the Royal Oak is opening its new kitchen. So they've just redone their kitchen. They've got a brand new kitchen this weekend. And the Pantry, of course, our wonderful cafe, which is great for a village to have. And then Sunday, 11 till 4, is the Games Festival. And it's bring any games you want. There's all sorts of games going on.
And where's this?
And that's on the King George's playing field in Allington Road.
Which one's Allington Road?
Do you know Newick?
Yes.
Okay. If
Start me in the centre by the pubs.
Okay.
Or coming up from the river, I don't mind.
Okay. Opposite the Tandoori.
Oh, there.
Where the post office used to be is Allington Road. Behind that is where there's a huge, massive cricket field. The cricket
pitch.
It's called King George's Fifth.
Oh, is
but
it?
It's the cricket pitch. Yes, it's on the cricket pitch. There's a festival all day. Very kind of, loads going on. A crazy photo booth with a wonderful backdrop. Lots of silliness and fun.
It sounds like fun. Alex. Is there a website or anything for it all?
There is a website for the food festival. It's for the food fair, which is newickfoodfair.co.uk.
I always just Google. I'd put Newick food in. It'll come up.
It should do, hopefully. And I will be putting up, I hope, if I have time, a page for the festival. But I've had.
You're a busy lady.
I'm a very busy lady.
I'll let you go then. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Alex Harrison, Newick Food Fair.